Imagine this. You're just 26 years old, and you are on the biggest stage in basketball, hosting the NBA Finals trophy ceremony. That is exactly what Malika Andrews did, becoming the youngest broadcaster ever to do it. It was a massive, history-making moment, but believe me, her journey to get there was anything but a straight shot.
And that whole journey is really guided by this one humble idea. It's the core belief of, well, one of sports media's brightest and fastest rising stars. It's her constant reminder of the people who paved the way for her.
All right, so let's dive into the incredible story of how Malika Andrews really forged her own unique path in sports journalism, shattering expectations and records every single step of the way. To really get a sense of her impact, you just have to look at the list of her achievements. I mean, we are talking about a series of groundbreaking firsts, and all of this happened in a ridiculously short amount of time. Each one of these isn't just, a personal win. It's a whole new benchmark for the entire industry.
But here's the thing. To get to this point, Andrews wasn't chasing TV fame or trying to be a big on-air personality. Her entire career, from the very beginning, is built on this deep, fundamental love for reporting and the power of journalism itself.
And her path was, well, it was definitely not your typical one. After graduating from a therapeutic boarding school when she was just 17, she really found her footing at the University of Portland. And it was right there, as the editor-in-chief of the student newspaper, The Beacon, that her true passion for journalism absolutely caught fire. And that passion? It was cemented by one specific, pretty startling incident. So while she was covering a soccer game, she literally watched a player crash, headfirst, into a concrete wall that was dangerously close to the field. He was seriously hurt. So what did she do? This immediately pushed her to start digging. She went straight to the athletic offices, interviewed the trainer, and he revealed something pretty shocking. He had warned the university years earlier that this exact type of injury was pretty much guaranteed to happen. And this is where you see the power she discovered in her work. Just days, literally days, after her story was published in the student paper, the university put up protective padding on that wall. Her words led directly to a real, tangible change. That moment right there became her anchor. For a lot of people in her field, the why is sports. But for Malika Andrews, it has always been journalism first. That became the mission that would guide every single career decision she made from that point on. Okay, so with that mission crystal clear, Andrews set her sights high. We're talking the absolute pinnacle of print journalism. But her path forward was about to hit its first major roadblock. After a whole year-long fellowship at her absolute dream job, the New York Times, this is what they told her. Can you imagine? She was crushed. But looking back on it now, she actually admits they were right. She knew she needed to grow. So what did she do? Did she give up? No way. She took that feedback, packed her bags, and moved, sight unseen, to Chicago for a job at the Tribune. She just kept sharpening her skills. And it was there that a key mentor, ESPN's own Adrian Wojnarowski, who'd actually been following her work since college, helped open the door for her to join ESPN as a writer back in 2018. And once she got to ESPN, her rise can only be described as, well, meteoric. It was a period defined by one historic achievement right after another. And it all led back to that moment we started with. At just 26 years old, she was handed the massive responsibility of hosting the NBA Finals trophy ceremony, a role that's usually saved for the most seasoned veterans. It was a huge, clear signal that a new star had officially arrived. And the industry definitely took notice. A spot on Forbes' 30 Under 30 list, a sports Emmy for emerging on-air talent, and then another groundbreaking moment as the first woman to ever host the televised NBA draft. I mean, the recognition was swift, and it was absolutely well-deserved. It really signaled a shift in the industry toward this new generation of journalists who can do it all. What's really interesting is how her on-screen presence also evolved right alongside her career. She once described her early style, these flowy floral dresses, as a way to kind of hide and not be the story. But today, she embraces this uniform of tailored power suits, which is such a powerful visual of her growing confidence and authority in the space. Now, her influence goes way beyond just game coverage. She's become a really powerful voice, a sought-after speaker, and has built a life that's deeply intertwined with the very world she covers. She's also a highly sought-after public speaker, commanding some serious fees to share her insights on really critical topics like DEI, women's empowerment, and mental health. She's really leveraging her platform to spark these much broader conversations.
And her professional and personal worlds are so uniquely connected. Her sister, Kendra, also covers the NBA for ESPN. And just this year, she married her longtime colleague, fellow ESPN journalist Dave McMenamin. All of this while hosting NBA Today, which makes her a daily fixture for basketball fans absolutely everywhere. So when you look at the whole picture, Malika Andrews' journey is just this powerful story of resilience, of unwavering focus, and a core belief in the power of good journalism. Having already achieved so much so fast, she's totally reshaped what's possible in sports media. And it leaves all of us with one big question. What barrier is she going to break next?